Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Celebrity Gossip. Watch the video and like, comment, and share. Ripa confesses why she was concerned about her ultra-private son's social life. Ripa has never shied away from sharing glimpses of her family life, but even longtime fans were caught off guard when she recently opened up about the unique concerns she once carried for her ultra-private son. While her trademark humor and candidness were on full display, her confession also shed light on a lesser-seen side of the talk show host, the parent who worries, wonders, and navigates the delicate balance between respecting her children's privacy and wanting to understand them. For years, Kelly has spoken lovingly about her three children, Michael, Lola, and Joaquin. Each has grown up under a spotlight they didn't choose, yet each found distinct ways to manage that attention. However, among the trio, one of her sons stands out for his particularly reserved nature. His tendency to stay out of the public eye, limit his social media presence, and maintain a tight circle of friends once left Kelly wondering whether he was truly content socially or missing out on vital experiences. In a recent candid discussion, the TV personality confessed that his extreme privacy made her genuinely concerned about whether he was connecting enough with peers. The revelation resonated with parents everywhere who silently wonder, how much should we interfere? How much should we trust? When does privacy become isolation? What follows is an in-depth look at Kelly's confession, the family dynamics, her son's unique personality, and how the experience shaped her perspective on modern parenting. A mother's protective instinct in the public eye. Ripa may spend her mornings with millions of viewers, but at home, she is a mother navigating the same uncertainties as anyone else. Parenting in the public eye adds another layer of complexity, one that perhaps only celebrity parents truly understand. While many public figures try to shield their children entirely, Kelly and Mark Consuelos have always taken a balanced approach, sharing their joy and frustrations as parents while keeping certain boundaries firmly intact. Still, Kelly admitted that her son's reserved nature challenged her more than she expected. She joked frequently about how little he revealed at home, but she had never openly described the extent to which it concerned her. As she recounted, she would often find herself trying to decode his silence, interpret his mood, or guess how full his social calendar really was. What caused the concern wasn't rebellion, it was invisibility. In a world where everyone shares everything, her son simply didn't. The quiet one of the family. Every family has an unspoken dynamic. There's often a talkative one, a comedic one, a free-spirited one, and sometimes there is the quiet one. For Kelly's son, privacy wasn't a form of withdrawal, it was a preference. While Michael ventured into acting and Lola embraced music and creative expression, this particular child retreated into a world where he felt secure: home, school, sports, and a handful of deeply trusted friends. Kelly described him as the kid who never volunteered extra information, never posted personal updates, and never sought validation from social platforms. While his siblings might share glimpses of their achievements or frustrations online, he avoided the digital megaphone entirely. Yet, in a culture where sociability is often measured in likes and visibility, Kelly found herself quietly questioning whether her son's pared-down social presence reflected something deeper, perhaps loneliness, anxiety, or discomfort in social settings. What parent wouldn't wonder? The turning point, when silence became worrisome. Kelly explained that her concern grew gradually, not abruptly. It started with small observations, the quiet weekend evenings, the hesitation to invite friends over, the inward personality that seemed to intensify as he grew older. As a mother accustomed to laughter, noise, and constant communication, the quietness began to feel unfamiliar. She wondered whether he was withdrawing too much or missing the joyful chaos that comes with teenage and early adult friendships. As she confessed, one of the biggest questions that lingered in her mind was simply, does he have enough people around him? She wanted him to have memories, experiences, and a support system. She didn't need him to be outgoing, but she did want him to be connected. Her worry wasn't about popularity, it was about companionship. When mom's curiosity meets a teenager's privacy, Kelly knows what it means to respect individuality. She and Mark have often talked about letting their children carve their own paths, free from pressure. Yet, even the most supportive parents sometimes face the urge to pry a little, to ask one more question, push for one more detail. She admitted humorously that she would often fish for clues about his activities, hoping for reassurance that he was spending time with peers. She adopted the art of casual questioning, creatively phrasing conversations to make him comfortable enough to share. Sometimes it worked. Sometimes he gave her nothing. That balance between wanting to understand and needing to respect boundaries is one every parent faces, but when the child is intensely private, that balance can feel precarious. Kelly's admission, far from controlling or intrusive, reflects a universal parental instinct, the desire to ensure your child is thriving, even when they insist they're fine. The discovery that surprised her. Interestingly, Kelly eventually learned that her concerns were unfounded, but in the most unexpected way. As she revealed, her ultra-private son simply wasn't one to parade his social life, but that didn't mean he lacked one. He had friends, but they were few and chosen. He had relationships, but they were sacred to him, not meant for social media. He had experiences, but he shared them selectively, believing that the best moments aren't always broadcasted. Kelly described how she would occasionally overhear stories or learn from other parents that her son was far more social than he ever let on. Whether it was attending gatherings, participating in sports events, or engaging in school activities, he simply didn't feel the need to tell his parents every detail. The revelation brought her relief and a newfound appreciation for the quiet strength of privacy. A lesson in accepting different personalities. Kelly's confession wasn't merely about worry, it was about growth. She openly reflected on how each of her children taught her something different about parenting. For her ultra-private son, the lesson was clear. Not everyone interacts with the world the same way. Some find fulfillment in large social groups. Others thrive in small circles. Some express themselves loudly. Others communicate subtly. Kelly learned that privacy doesn't equal loneliness, silence doesn't equal sadness, and invisibility doesn't mean inadequacy. It's simply a different way of engaging with life. Her honesty about adjusting her expectations and respecting her son's nature resonated deeply with fans and parents who face similar challenges.